Liberty and justice, not simply for just us. It's Rhyme and Reason 596.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're...
Hey there, Tony here. And help me out a little bit. Do you remember this? Liberty and justice for all. Does that sound familiar? You know, it's vaguely familiar. Oh, wait a minute. I remember now. Aren't those the last words in the American Pledge of Allegiance? You know, with liberty and justice for all. But who is this all they're talking about in that? You know, who's the all? Liberty and justice for all means everybody, doesn't it? I mean, all means everybody. Not just the people who can speak the pledge, but even people who can't speak, right? Or hear or see. And I would say even for people who were conceived 1 second ago. Yes, those people too. Because all doesn't mean only the people you can hear or see or tolerate. All means all, right? Well, with exceptions. Uh-oh. There I go again with that juxtaposed jargon, right? But hear me out for a second, okay? Or just, give me a little break here. The exceptions are people who should relinquish their liberty because they usurp or even destroy the liberty of others. And usurp is not something you put on your pancakes, okay? That's take away. All right, and that's when justice should prevail. Get off the liberty part and go to the justice part, both for the victim and against the perpetrator. And you don't do that, the justice system is just a system. But you might be wondering, why am I talking about this on, this holiday weekend, Thanksgiving Day and all that? And if you are wondering that, I just got to wonder if you've seen all the nonsense about social distancing, and they wanted you to do that even for Thanksgiving. Even for Thanksgiving, Hey, you need to be standing too far apart, with the family and stuff, and don't be hugging. No, don't be hugging. Don't be doing that because that's not social distancing. And, they got a big family. Oh, you can't put the whole big family in there. Somebody's going to get sick if you do. Well, I got news for you. Somebody's going to get sick because they're going to eat too much turkey, And the only reason I call all that nonsense, there's just one reason, because it is. I mean, don't believe for a moment that the control freaks in government believes there's any real danger in getting together for holidays. That's not what's going on. They don't really believe there's real danger. And a perfect example of how those people telling you to do those things, that they don't even believe it themselves, you can find that, a perfect example of that right here in my home state of Colorado. The so-called Mayor Hancock of Denver sent out a clever little message on Twitter that included... it said this, what was it? Pass the potatoes, not COVID. Oh, that's just so cute. That mayor, he's just so funny. And then he included some bullet points, okay? He said this: stay home as much as you can, especially if you're sick. Host virtual gatherings instead of in-person dinners because everybody likes to have the virtual gatherings. It's just so cool and techie. Now, avoid travel if you can. I like how they put that comma, if you can. That's gonna come into play here in a minute. Order your holiday meal from a local eatery. And you couldn't even say Thanksgiving. It's a holiday meal. And then shop online with a small business for Black Friday. Hashtag Black Friday. It was on Twitter, so it was a hashtag. So he couldn't bring himself to say Thanksgiving, but he does want you to go out there and spend money on Friday. This Black Friday that has already gone by the time you hear this. Because, a lot of those goods and services are taxed, and by a lot of those goods and services, I mean all, again, okay? All means all. And politicians, they love taxes because without them, it's so darn difficult to spend other people's money. Oh, yeah, here's the good part, by the way. After Mayor Hancock, Hanpocracy I called him, after he sent out that message, he himself caught a flight to Mississippi to be with his family for the holiday. See, that little bullet point up there said, avoid travel if you can. I guess he just couldn't. He couldn't avoid it. Oh, but let's get back to that liberty and justice thing, right? What Thanksgiving Day 2020 should have been, I think, for most people who know the difference between control freaks and freedoms, it should have just been just like every other Thanksgiving Day you've ever enjoyed in your whole life, you know? Exercise your liberty on these holidays. Give thanks to the one true living, loving creator of heaven and earth, the one who is the only reason you and I and everyone else even exist. And when you exercise your liberty, your right to assemble and worship and give thanks, you're serving justice to all those who are too darn brain dead to appreciate their own liberty. Remember, your rights come from God and not from some players in suits who gleefully sell out their souls for fleeting and false attributes. Look up when the whole world looks down, and never let hope fade away. Be close with the ones you love most, especially on these holidays. And I'll leave you with that. Until next time, this is Tony from TonyFunderburk.com, urging you, commanding you, hypnotizing you to go over to TonyFunderburk.com, click on that merch tab, get yourself that t-shirt that says, life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life.